Hello. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I am Rebecca from ChemKnits, and I thought it would be fun to pop on live and do a little bit of an announcement. And we'll also do a KnitCrate unboxing because my January Knit and Crochet Club and Sock Knit and Crochet Club have arrived already. They arrived yesterday or the day before, maybe? No, probably yesterday. And so I thought it would be fun to unbox these. But I also have some announcements of my own first. So I thought that we would start with that. But I feel like it's been a while. Oh my goodness. I feel like it's been a while. But thank you. It's like an Old Navy shirt, and I'm wearing sweatpants. My hair is like really like poofy today. I'm in my living room, but I had to put a light on. No, it's been busy. Ryder turned 6 last Friday, and so that was very, very exciting. And so yeah, it's but it's also just been exhausting. If any of you we make a big deal out of birthdays, and so it was a lot of fun, but I am still tired from it. In New Zealand. Hello everyone. So I have a few announcements. I just updated the ChemKnits Creations Etsy shop with a lot of new yarn. Maybe I'll share some more of this at the end, and I'm also in the way of this little other thing I have here because I am doing something special that I just finished dyeing up today. So let's go over here. All right, so I updated the shop. There's a lot of new yarn, some things that have shown up in recent videos, some things that maybe are not yet in video yet, but yeah, just lots of new colorways. But I think the thing that I'm most excited about is the Valentine's Day mystery yarn package that I'm putting together this year. I did this last year and it was so much fun. I am dyeing up a festive Valentine's Day colorway, and I will send it out wrapped with a progress keeper and a handmade Valentine from me, like a fun yarny Valentine thing. So it's a fun way, I guess, to send some yarn love to someone, to get a little something for yourself, or tell someone in your life, like, hey, can I have yarn for Valentine's Day? And it's really just something I think it would be fun to do. And I like doing things like this because it's like a little care package, sort of all put together. And so I really, really enjoy putting things together like this. But yeah, so I think that it should be really, really fun. There are a few different yarn bases. There is a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon stock yarn. This was the yarn that I used to prototype the colorway. There is going to be some superwash merino cashmere nylon fingering weight yarn, and then a superwash merino lurex yarn. So ultra sparkly. Unlike a stellina base where you might see some silver threads through it, the lurex gives a very consistent, it's like a consistent ply in with the yarn, which has a really fun, sparkly effect on it. All the colorway is the same on all 3 of these yarn bases. And of course the colorway is a surprise. But yeah, it is very, very Valentine's Day this year. The colorway, when you see it, you'll be like, yep, that fits the holiday. But I'm really, really excited. It was so much fun. And again, it comes with 100 grams of the sock yarn, a Progress Keeper stitch marker. It's got a little lobster claw clasp, so that way you can use it if you knit or crochet or even put it on weaving or something. And then, yeah, a handmade Valentine that I made, and they're really cute. I am really, really excited to share them. And the dyeing of this yarn will be featured in a video, the Dye Pot Weekly episode that'll come out on February 15th. So you can open it on Valentine's Day or wait until the 15th and open it with the video. So that is, I guess, my big announcement. Yep, there's a Superwash MCN yarn, a Lurex blend. Yeah, so I was going for like sparkle and soft, and then there's if it does sell out, then I can I have the capability to dye up some more. I am limited on the Lurex base. I do have more Superwash MCN, but I could also pull in another Superwash base to do this colorway on. I'm ready to go. I had a nice fun assembly line today where I did one of the steps, just sort of like cranked through it. I went back and forth between like working on Valentines, working on the Progress Keepers, and then back to the dye pot in between waiting steps. And so it was really, really, really fun. And yeah, so I did, well, there's probably not a lot of like time in the time lapse, but I did do a time lapse of the stuff I did today because I thought that that would be fun to include in the video. But I do showcase all 3 of the yarn bases that I just mentioned in the video that's coming up. So I am excited, and I need to make sure I can see, yes, see things. But yeah, so I hope you're all doing really well. It's been a while since I've had a shop update, and I'm really, really excited. I mean, some of these may give, I mean, if you go and read the item descriptions, it'll give a little hint of some things that are coming up. We've got some more sparkle yarn. And the gradient yarn. Apparently, Hawthorne sock blanks are on closeout clearance goodbye. But here is the gradient yarn from last week. Or was this video yesterday? Which video was yesterday? Oh, that was me over dyeing the KnitCrate yarn. That was me over dyeing KnitCrate yarn. And so I don't know if the yarn I get tonight is something else I want to over dye, but I am happy to do more over dyeing of KnitCrate yarn going forward. I love a lot of the colorways a lot, and so I've woven with one and I'm about to weave with another. But yeah, I mean, sometimes when you have a mystery yarn, you get a colorway you don't love. Now, hopefully when you buy my mystery yarn, you'll love it. But if you don't, you could over dye it. And so that was what that video was all about. Let me see. Yes, lots and lots of pretty yarn. And yeah, well, I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, but sometimes you don't love the yarn. And I'm excited that KnitCrate is doing more than just like solids. And so even though I didn't love the colorway, I think the one I overdyed was from November. Even though it was not my favorite colorway, I was really happy to see speckles because I want to be surprised by the type of colorway again and not just be like, ooh, this is pretty, but it's just one color. So I'd rather them take a risk because that's more fun. Now, let me see. Okay, I think this one's the Knit and Crochet Club. So KnitCrate does send me their yarn to unbox and share every month for free. And I do have an affiliate code, an affiliate link in the video description where I do earn commission if you sign up through me. Now for the month of January, apparently if you use my coupon code ChemKnits20, you can get your first month for just the cost of shipping and handling. And so that's supposed to work. Otherwise, you can use it to get the code ChemKnits20, which I do have in the video description, to get 20% off in the shop and things like that for new KnitCrate customers. Oh, thank you. I really like that green I created too. I think, well, So Ryder gets home from school today and I tell him, hey, I was dyeing pretty yarn all day. I was dyeing sparkly yarn. And he was like, you dared to dye yarn without me? And he was so funny. It was really, really cute. But yeah, I was like, honey, it's part of mommy's job. Yes, I dyed yarn without you. And so then I showed him the yarn and he was fine. But let's take a peek at the January Knit and Crochet Club. Ooh, I think that says Cabin Retreat. Ooh, ooh, that's fun. Okay, and oh, well, this is pretty. It is a solid. It was a solid, but last month we had the Sock Knit and Crochet Club had like a pastel variegated and speckled one, so that was fun. I mean, this is a very pretty charcoal gray. It's called Audine Woods Flannel. This is 47% Surrey alpaca, 38% alpaca wool, 15% non-superwash merino wool. It's DK weight. I mean, it's really, really soft. It's a little bit heathered. I'm trying to see. I want to put a flashlight on it. So this one wouldn't be impossible, but this one would be hard to over dye just because, wait, where's my flashlight? There we go. I'm like trying to tell. Like I see there's some like tiny flecks of red. I can't tell if that's my imagination. It does feel, it could be the different yarn bases in here. There are some like white flecks. It's not like a like pure solid kind of thing. Yeah, the heathering is really, really pretty. So I happen to love alpaca yarn, and I only noticed that they have a lot of alpaca recently because I heard some people, they're like, oh, we hear you, no more alpaca. All right, and so we have another chapstick, which ironically is good timing because I need it. And I think what's cute is it looks like they, so this is an apple cider scent, and it's got flannel on it, which I think is to go with the yarn. So that's cute. Actually, it smells really good. I like fruit scents. I split my lip. It's been so dry. So I actually really needed chapstick. And I don't know how I have so much chapstick and I can never find it. So I like it. Yeah, I guess it's just, you know, it's nice. Not the most yarny, but I appreciate it right now because even like I've got cracks in my hands. All right, but let's pull up the Inspirations magazine, but I'm going to do that off camera. Because I tried to do it in advance, but it didn't work. There we go. Okay. There we go. But first I'll say that the Knit and Crochet Club, the Anything Goes Club that I have, where the colorway is always a surprise, starts at, sorry, the Anything Goes Club starts at $29.99 a month, plus the cost of shipping and handling, which is, okay, show me now. Nope. Okay, I mean, I'm already, I'm already a member. Okay. Anything goes. You can pick a color vibe for warm tones, neutral tones, or cool tones. I just want to see how much the shipping and handling is. Okay, so if you're in the United States, the shipping and handling is $7.95. and international members pay $11.95 shipping and handling. And if you have more than one crate, unfortunately, you do have to pay shipping and handling on all of it. You got a coffee smelling lip balm. Oh, interesting. And Brenda said, I love how you're always excited about and can find something you like about yarn or colors that just aren't your jam. So I actually happen to love charcoal gray yarn. I find it easier to knit with than black. And it's something that in the past I've used a lot. So I actually do really like this. And it's something where like Keith likes more just like neutral, subtle, like winter accessory colors. And so I see this and I'm like, ooh, I haven't made Keith a new hat in a while, or at least not one that then one of the kids hasn't claimed. And so I immediately thought of him because I'm like, oh, he would like this, and I could do some like fun cables or something on it and it would be subtle and pretty. So yeah, when I got the yellow yarn, I was like, I'm happy there's speckles, but I didn't like the color. So I try, like, I don't know, I'm a nice person, so it's hard sometimes. All right. So my lip balm matched that inspiration. I do wish, I mean, I feel like we've probably had this color recently. The gray, it's nice, it's neutral. This green right here, I would have loved like a variegated gray with like bits of green in it. What I've been wanting from KnitCrate is I want to see more variegated yarn, more looking at the rich inspiration images, do more than just one color. I want to see something fun. Remember how excited I got when they had like 4 colors so you could do a color work project? Oop. I was trying to grab chat. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, okay, so I guess the colorway I got was slate. And it is a 2-ply yarn. Thicket. That looks like it has white flecks. Interesting. Does that look like that to you guys too? I mean, maybe that's just like a highlight, because see how there is some heathering to it, and so there are some light spots. Because it almost looks like it's sparkle or something. I don't know. Okay, but the 3 colors anyway are slate, buffalo, or thicket. I think of the 3. So this red is really pretty. I think if the red is the red like that, I would have enjoyed that as well. But the green is nice. I wish it was a little bit more blue. I really like this almost green color here, just really, really speaks to me. The colors are all very cozy, so they fit the inspiration. And skipping ahead from sock. Okay, so the patterns for the Knit and Crochet Club are a little bit hard to see because the samples are in, yeah, there are little hints of red. Like, I thought I saw that. The color looks very, very blue almost on camera. So this is the knit pattern. It's Tucking in Cowl by Megan Williams. I'm curious about how that's constructed because it's a cowl, but it looks very, very long. But it seems like, you know, the intent is to tuck it into a jacket so you can be really warm. And then we've got a hood, Oak Ridge Hooded Cowl by Natalia McHale. And this is really cute. I like a hood. Not that I have one myself, but I have like an infinity scarf that I wear a lot, and a lot of times if it's really cold I will wrap it around my head. So I think that that's pretty cute. Yeah, I'm curious about what those white flecks are. And I am going to skip. So I've talked about this before, but you get the whole magazine. Oh, cute. You get the whole magazine and actually 4 patterns, 2 knitting, 2 crochet, when you sign up with KnitCrate. But yeah, so this looks like it's a cowl, but it's like a super long bib. I really like this detail up here. I think that's cute. Are there any other? Oh, here we go. Okay, so the collar, this is sort of the shape. That's really cute. And is there a schematic of the hood? Ooh! Okay, that's pretty. I really like that pattern. Okay. I'm going to come back up here. Nope, nope. I'm not looking at... Okay, we're just looking at that. And let's unbox the other one. See, this is what happens when I open it up real time and you get my real reaction. But I really needed chapstick, so I'm really excited. Yeah, anything goes means that like you get surprised every month. I'm not sure if as an affiliate I could change. I mean, I wouldn't really want to, but let me turn this your way. So now for the sock knit and crochet club, which is, how much is it? It's when they change things. It's $24.99 a month plus, and then anything goes. You can also pick your vibe. The shipping and handling in the US is $6.95. And it's still $11.95 international. My lips look all glossy on camera. All right, well, let's open this up. So the same insert, and we've got our little tissue paper. Ooh, I like a good sparkle. Yay! Oh, this is awesome. Yay! Okay. Oh, here's the yarn. I mean, the yarn is pretty too, but I got very excited about the extra. Okay, actually, this is very, very sparkly. It looks like, okay, it is a 70% non-superwash merino, 20% nylon, 10% stellina. So this is a non-superwash sparkle yarn. And look at how sparkly that is. This is jam-packed. Really, really jam-packed with stellina. It reminds me a little bit of their silvery sock, but the silvery sock, of course, is superwash. But the color of this is very hard to define. So this is called Flicker Sock. The color is Thicket. So I already said ow, I just dropped my phone on my foot. I want the flash to try to, the flashlight. It's almost like a greenish gray. So like I'm on a gray chair and this feels a little bit more yellow than that. I'm not sure if it is so sparkly though. It is so sparkly. Because I was trying to see if there's any, like, I don't think it's tonal at all. The picture of the socks didn't make it look like it's tonal, but all right, let's see. The socks, I mean, maybe it is a little more gray. Oh, cool. There's a double down code. They changed the way that double down works, I think, but members also get big discounts in the shop if you want other colors, but not that I'm showing the sock patterns close up. But let me go back to the magazine. Oh, I was looking up the price. Okay, so the colors in the Tweedy sock are what? Oh, okay, fine. Because this is a PDF, I skipped over the first one and I was like, wait a minute, my color isn't represented. Oh, that's why I got confused. Thicket is not one of the flannel colors. The flannel colors are just the gray and buffalo. Thicket is a sparkle yarn. Those are sparkles we're seeing. It's the colorways are Thicket, Sapwood, which honestly looks like a bear color, or Lodge. Lodge is gorgeous. Lodge is a perfect, looks like a slate blue gray. Of course, the color here doesn't quite, like that color right there looks really awesome. This right here doesn't look blue gray. This looks like just like a silver gray kind of color. Still a pretty color, but not the same. And this is not a color. So I don't know if these samples right here are knit with the bases. which is something that can happen. I mean, clearly this is not one of the the colors from this month, but yeah, so I'm not sure if that is knit with this yarn because this looks deeper and more of a blue gray, but this pattern would look really great with a lot of different types of yarn, a lot of different colorways. Yeah, so the white flecks on the thicket are so this is the color that I have that's thicket. And that's the color they show, which actually feels pretty accurate. On camera, it's not. It's definitely like a greenish gray, but I'm also under very artificial light right now. So I'm like, I can't tell if it's green or it's gray. The picture feels like it could be pretty accurate, especially if I hold this up to the screen. Not to the camera, but to the screen. So let's take a closer look. Okay, here. I mean, these are definitely knit with a sparkle yarn. This is just such a simple pattern, but it is so, so cute. Although the one thing that I might do if I make these is change the ribbing. So that way this pattern would like go up into the ribbing and like, yeah, that's just one little thing that I might adjust. But they're super cute, super cute. And these crochet socks also are pretty cute. I like that it's different looking than a lot of the other crochet socks. I don't tend to knit or crochet socks very often personally, mainly because I don't wear socks. Oh, but I do. I keep needing to knit Keith a pair of socks, and then I keep forgetting. Not forgetting, but I forget like, oh, I didn't do it by Christmas, and his birthday's in February, and so I'm like, oh, I might not get it done. So then I'm like, oh, well, I have 10 months until Christmas, and then yeah, that tends to happen. But I like this construction. I mean, it looks like that you'd get a lot of airflow with them, but it's really cute, and it's very different from I think a lot of the other sock patterns that we've seen. And so this was Snowy Path by Louise Belair. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. But the extra is like what I've been hoping for. So these are called Cabin Retreat Stitch Markers by Sunrise Grove. And it's little, like it's like a burnt wood pattern on little discs. Oh no, and I'm gonna have this so that way I can show it. So there's, I keep flipping them around. Oh my gosh. Okay, there. All right, there's a little cabin with smoke coming out of it and then a pine cone. And so that's very, very adorable. These have tiny little lobster claws. So these are progress keepers, which for sure, because they're small enough that you wouldn't really be able to fit that size lobster claw over your needle. I tend to use really big lobster claws so you can have it as a stitch marker on a needle or attach it to your work. But this is adorable and fun, and I will absolutely use them. Now I'm curious. I'm checking out the website. Oh, it's a farm and artistry. We love our clients. Oh, wow. So it's, wow, they have tons of beautiful, like, stitch markers and progress keepers and all kinds of stuff. But, oh, they do have an Etsy shop. Okay. Here, I'm going to show this off because it's beautiful. So this is the Sunrise Grove Etsy shop. They have, look at the detail of this. This is so fun. Like these embroidery things, and oh my goodness. Just the detail in the images is so cute. I want to see more. Is there stitch markers? There we go. Oh, there's birds. That is so cute. That is so cute. And the details are just stunning. And so this is really, really special. I just really hope yeah, I hope that they were compensated well for the number that they would need. So that's just my hope. But I think that having something like this in here is so special. And I mean, I did immediately go and check out the website because I was like, these are gorgeous. And you know, I think that it's just really, really delightful. And so, yeah, sorry for the tangent and the distraction, but if they're going to put an extra in, I want an extra that, like, this extra feels delightful. The lip balm is welcome, but the package wasn't missing anything by not having it. And so stitch markers are something that I clearly love. I love making them. I love using them. Trying to think, oh, do I have any stitch markers on here right now? Ha! Okay, I have loads. See, look at all those little charms. I've got a Hanukkah one of mine. Yeah, I've got a bunch, a little penguin of mine. I've got a lot of just random ones here on my knitting. And so, yeah, it's something I really enjoy and just makes me happy. And I love how it fits so perfectly with the theme. And so to give them credit, I like that there's like a little flannel wrap, so it does feel intentional versus just last minute. But yeah, I guess I know that the price increase was a lot because they needed to do so for operations. I would just love to see, yeah, I guess I would have rather maybe the cost not increase as much and no longer having an extra, just having the yarn, than having the cost increase, if that makes sense. But the whole thing is fun. So yeah. Do you guys want to see any more of the yarn that I added for my shop update? I am so much okay, there. I was like, I have too many windows open on my computer. Do any of you do that? Or is it just me? Because I tend to have a lot open at once. Let me see. Oh, okay, here's some yarn you haven't seen. This is my mysterious colorway. This I filmed for last month's Dye Pot PS video. And this, I have filmed this month's Dye Pot PS video. I have to edit it still and do the newsletter. And as soon as I share that video with the ChemKnits patrons, then this video will be public. But the yarn is now in the shop. And I love this. I love this. And so to be fair, like with KnitCrate and stuff, there are certain colorways that when you're doing a tiny batch, you can put a lot more time into that is harder to do when you need to do a much bigger scale. But this is one, yeah, that I am very, very excited about. And so then I held this up before. I wonder if the sparkles, because like I feel like I've got decent light for sparkles tonight. Yeah. We've got some sparkly speckled yarn. I have two of these. Some other things. I've got the super heavy speckles that made me decide, oh, I do like using a salt shaker or like a spice jar to speckle yarn. So that's in the shop now. It's on the Knit Picks Hawthorne base. And I actually, we're going to be seeing this color combination more because after filming this video, I filmed this video attempting to do the heavy speckle on non-superwash yarn. Have both of these come out? I don't know what day it is anymore. I'm like, what video comes out on Friday? I can't remember. Oh my gosh. Oh no, it's a roving video. It's a roving video on Friday. But yeah, so both of these are in the shop. So yeah, and I still have more of whatever these 3 colors are. So I have to decide what I want to do with it. I do have more spice jars, but so I want to play around with that more because I loved, like, it was so much easier to get the heavy speckles using those shakers. Okay, we've got 3 different, mostly blue sets. One of them is pretty much all blue. This is DK Weight Superwash Merino. This one has, which is definitely not showing up on camera, this one is almost like a very Perry kind of color. And then this one, I think you can see, is a little bit more purple. The colors show up better on the website, which actually, I'm like, where am I? Yeah, so you can see here that one of them has a tiny bit of purple in it, and this one has a little bit more. So maybe, without going and looking, maybe you can guess what kind of video. And I'm just gonna pop the shop in the chat. Yeah, and you know, I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't know a bit of what I've edited, what I haven't edited. Oh, another thing that I've added is a few more. So when I did the Black Friday colorway, I actually had some more that I didn't do a shop update in December because between Hanukkah and then deciding, okay, I'm going to take a little bit of a vacation, I never did a shop update in December. So the ones I had left after I did the dyed to order Thanksgiving yarn, those are now in the shop, and I have it both. I have 3 in DK and 1 fingering weight. What else? There's some yarn mops in here. Ooh. I've got a worsted gradient yarn. This yarn is so soft. It's Superwash Merino. This was the last video, I think, of 2021, where I had some footage that originally I started filming a dive into dyeing video for my KnitCrate collaboration. And then when I was filming this, I thought the middle of the yarn cake popped out. And so I was like, well, this isn't going to work for that anymore. So I refilmed that video with blue. And then I had the footage of this that it turned out that the middle didn't pop out. It was just the edge unraveled a bit. And so I turned the lost footage into a video. And I technically have 2 other videos I can do that for because there were 2 other, normally if a dyeing project goes wrong, I share that. If I don't like the results, I still share that. But when I was making videos for Dive Into Dyeing, I didn't want to disappoint someone with that series. You know, I didn't want to have the disappointment. I wanted to have a good example of what I was trying to share. And so there was I was doing a variegated speckle colorway, and I used both Kelly Green and Chartreuse from Jacquard because the colors on the labels look different. On the yarn, the colors look the same. And so I was like, all right, this didn't do what I wanted it to do. I'm going to redo this with other colors. And so I have that and yeah, 1 other video. Hi, Kathy. Basically I did some KnitCrate unboxings, and I'm just showing off some yarn that I added to the shop. This, I think, was some leftover green Paradise Fibers acid dyes. Yes. This came out at the end of December. This one, I think, is going to be a very short video that'll be out in a couple weeks. And yeah, so that's a lot of the yarn that was in the shop update. But the big thing is the mystery Valentine's Day yarn. And so, yeah, I am very, very excited. I enjoy doing like little mystery things, like the Black Friday one that ended up not being a mystery. But I did a mystery Valentine's Day package last year where it has, you know, a mystery color with, it does have a Valentine's Day theme to the color. So that's a little hint. But it also comes with a handmade progress keeper that I just finished making those today, and a handmade Valentine that I made, and you know, I'll sign and stuff. And so I thought that it's just a fun way to get like a little care package, you know? And so that's something that I'm very excited about. And so this I just released, and there's 3 different yarn bases. What did I do? There is a Lurex, a Superwash Merino Lurex blend, a Superwash Merino Cashmere Nylon yarn, and then the prototype that's just a 75-25 Superwash Merino Nylon yarn as well. And they all come with, and if they do sell out, I do have the capability to dye up some more. I made enough Valentines that I could do another round. So I am very, very excited about that. I really, really, really like putting together kits. And so this is just a fun, I guess, small one versus like a sampler or a set. And so I'm very excited. But I've also been planning out my other special series for 2022. There will definitely be Hanukkah, but that's not till December, the end of December this year. And then there will also be one, I think that this year the SMSMS will be in the spring, the late spring. Maybe those videos will air in late May, tentatively. And then I might do a smaller little something towards August or something. Basically, yeah, there's one theme that I think is going to have more universal appeal. And then the second theme vision may have more of a niche audience to it, but I'm very excited to try to figure out how to do it. So I decided to split it up. So, yep, still going just a tiny bit longer though. Just a tiny bit longer, but yeah, so I think that I don't know what I would call the second one, but basically there's a type or like an inspiration of dyeing that I want to do that some people will be really excited about. Some people might feel meh about. And so I wouldn't want someone to get something meh that they might feel meh about as a surprise. Because, yeah. And, yeah. So that's my trying not to say too much. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm about to start dyeing for the SMS. And I've got some really fun things that are going to go into that. But yeah, the Valentine's Day one I'm very excited about. And hopefully this year I have planned my schedule better so I can do like a Halloween treat as well. That was something I wanted to do last year. I ordered the yarn for it. I had a colorway in mind. And then, yeah, things felt too busy with Hanukkah. So that didn't happen. But this year I think it can happen. Yeah, the years are melding together. I just realized, like, I was emailing my sister-in-law today, and then I was like, oh my God. And I was like, wait, it's only January 19th. I feel like this year has been months long already. Yeah, no, my day, I've been tired. My day's been like great actually. I posted in the ChemKnits Lab Facebook group that I was like, ugh, I'm just having like I don't remember if I said a week or a day. And I was like, just share like something you love about fiber arts. And so that's a really fun thread that I'm going to go and read more either right before I go to sleep or in the morning. But so that's been really fun to see what different people are really loving about fiber arts, yarn, various crafts. It's just been like a very uplifting thread. But I did, when I was finishing dyeing the Valentine's Day yarn that's listed, like, because I had it so that it was like almost like assembly line way. And sometimes, well, I love filming, but sometimes dyeing a bunch of yarn without being on camera, even though I was doing a time lapse, can feel very like cathartic, because then I'm like listening to like music or a podcast or something. And so that was just really, really fun. Any weaving sizes? The yarn, I don't dye a lot of lace weight. I do have a tiny bit of lace weight in the shop, but not a lot. And it might all be brown. Let me see. Why can't I click on that? Ah. Yeah, I think all the lace weight that I have right now is brown. So I may have some other lace bases. Basically, I think if I do another round, I don't think I have any superwash lace though. I'm not sure how well what I did would work on something non-superwash, so I don't know. So not this time. I don't get a lot of requests for lace, but I do have more lace stuff in my stash that I can dye up. And I also have some embroidery floss. They're like Wool to Dye For had some like kits, and so I got some to play around with. And yay, thank you! Additional birthday presents are fun. You know, you can reverse dye fabric. Ooh, oh, you can reverse tie-dye fabric. You mean with bleach? So can you do something similar with yarn? Not really. I have a very old live stream that, what did I call it? Like the Day of the Undyed, where it was the day after Halloween. And I had some yarn and I tried to use some color removers to see if maybe we would get some speckles or like reverse speckles, or if we could lift some of the color. And well, I completely destroyed the wool yarn. The wool I tried that on, just the texture was so bad that it was unusable, which may be one of the only times that yarn was completely unusable. And then the acrylics that I tried, like it didn't work that well to lift color from commercially dyed yarn, unfortunately. Maybe it would have worked better on something that I had dyed myself. I don't know. So bleach can disintegrate like wool, so I don't recommend it. I suppose you could try it on some cotton yarn and that maybe could work, but working in the lab, like at one point, I guess I was still an undergrad, I ended up with bleach stains on my favorite jacket. Because you would like bleach to clean like different cell culture jars and things like that. And so I just remember being angry about that bleach stain for a very long time. Jacqueline, here is my, I just dropped the link to the lace weight yarn in the chat. Have I ever thought about dyeing really large blanks? Ooh. Yes. The closest that we tried to do is I dyed a pre-knit shawl with the intent to try to unravel it. I didn't knit the shawl. Hi, Indy. Can you go back to Daddy? But the yarn was such that it would have been really, really hard to unravel, because I think it was lace weight, and yeah, it just would have been really hard to unravel. Don't think I've dyed a blank that is more than 100 grams, but I would enjoy doing that. Certainly my crank knitting machines could make a blank that is a lot longer, So that is something I would be able to do, but I'm limited with the width from my knitting machines that I have. You can knit a double blank. So the knitting machines I have are just like plastic toy ones. And at one point I tried to make a DK weight double-stranded blank on one of the knitting machines, and I nearly broke it because the yarn was just too thick and the little plastic gears could not handle it. And so with those, it's hard to do something much thicker than worsted on those. But I have made my own double-stranded fingering weight blanks on those machines. I hope I didn't miss any questions. Aw. Ooh. Oh, nice. Virginia. Nice. Yeah, and I love streaming because I love being able to answer questions and stuff. So feel free, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to drop them in the chat and I'll do my best to answer. This was very like impromptu, but I was very excited to be like, my KnitCrates arrived in the middle of January. That's amazing. Brenda says, I can make a blank either 200 stitches wide or with my ribber, I can double that. That is amazing. That is like a proper knitting machine. Oh man, like at times, like I know a lot of people use like the ultimate sweater machine from like, I don't remember when it was made. It's old though. It's not manufactured anymore. And so for a while I was like, I kind of want this because it's like a flatbed knitting machine. And so you kind of go back and forth, but it's hard to know because like sometimes you see them on eBay or like other sale, like estate sale kind of things, but you never know if it has all the pieces to it because the person selling it usually didn't use it. So that's what's held me back from, excuse me, getting one of those. You're late. Can you run down the Valentine box before I end? Absolutely. It's a small mystery package that will have 100 grams of a Valentine's Day colorway wrapped. There are 3 different bases currently available. A superwash merino lurex blend, a superwash merino cashmere nylon blend, and then the prototypes that are just a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon stock yarn. And so the yarn, the 100 grams of yarn will be wrapped up in a nice little package with a progress keeper that is also fitting with a Valentine's Day theme. And there'll be a handmade Valentine's Day card that I made. So it's a nice, it'll feel like a little care package treat. You know, you bought yourself a Valentine's Day present, but you don't know what it is kind of feel. And so that is the basics of that. And everything is pretty much ready for me to start wrapping them. The yarn just has to finish drying, but I will start shipping them by the end of January. So that way they can hopefully arrive in time for Valentine's Day. And the yarn will be featured in a Die Pot Weekly on Tuesday, February 15th. What was I going to say? The 15th, and I'll share the extras on there too. So that way, even if, hi Andy, even if you can't, hi, go find Daddy. What do you want? Well, you want love? Okay, but why don't you go upstairs? Can you go up to the 3rd floor? Go find Daddy. I don't know where he is. He just fed you. Okay, well, let me move the yarn. Okay, do you want to come up? Can you come up? Can you say hi? Look. Can you look at the camera? Me. Can you look over there? Oh, you like my lip balm. Okay. Hi. He's like, Mommy is streaming. Beth, you enjoyed last year and you ordered it again. Oh, my pleasure. Your mother-in-law has a big knitting machine. One of those days I'll get it out of her attic and see what it really is. She's not sure. She's never used it, but has had it for decades. Oh man, I think I have like a lace tatting kit, which is, to be fair, that's small. I have no idea where it is though. I tried for like 15 minutes and I was like, I don't understand this, and so I put it away. I know, this is not your normal behavior, Indy. Didn't Daddy just give you food? Or do you need to go outside? If you need to go outside, go get Daddy. Keith's office is all the way upstairs. Normally this time of night you go and you hang out with your dad. You hang out with me all day. He's just sitting there staring at me. I'm like, I don't know what you need, my doog. Ooh, I have to clip your... He gets mats behind his ears. Yeah, I know Daddy just fed you because I can smell it. Oh my goodness. My firstborn. He is 10 and a half years old and does not act like it. He acts like he is... You act like you're 2. Maybe 3. You have 6 flatbed knitting machines? Hey, if you use them, that's great. You can probably make all kinds of stuff. That's amazing. You had one of those Ultimate Bond machines back in the 90s, which you had kept it. Yeah, I mean, because I found one once, because they go for a lot of money now. I found one once, but I was like, but I don't know enough about it to know if it had all the pieces. But I think that Amy from La Bien Amy uses one of them to do swatches of their yarn. So I think that, yeah, I know that there are a hot commodity. But yeah, anyway. Thank you all for tuning in so last minute. And if you're watching the replay, of course, make sure you're subscribed, but turn on notifications so that way when I do an impromptu live stream, you won't miss it. Hi, Indy. I know, Mommy's probably going to go play some Pokemon before bed. I know. You can hang out with me during that, or we'll figure out what it is you want. Normally at this point he would run to the pantry. Yes, I know you're begging. This is ridiculous. He's like, Mommy, you're streaming. Pay attention to me. Oh my goodness. All right, everyone. So I have linked the Valentine's Day listing in the video description. It's pinned in the chat. I will pin it in the comments after the stream is done. What was that? I swear, he knows when I'm streaming. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and then today's Wednesday. I am, having a short week really, I've been confused over what day it is all week. And so today is Wednesday. So Friday, there will be a new video featuring some roving that Paradise Fibers gave me when they sent me their acid dye collection. And so I'm going to dye all that up, and it'll be really, really fun. So I'm very excited for you all to see that video. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out. I'm sorry I stopped petting you. Did Daddy close himself in like a room or something? Because usually the evenings are all about Daddy. And he doesn't ask for my attention like this. But yeah. I'm gonna head out. But yeah, I'm excited. I've been dyeing up. I've got one of my drying racks is now full of yarn that I need to film conclusions for. And so I'm very excited for a lot of the videos that will be coming out. But yeah, I hope that you all have a wonderful middle of the week. That you have a wonderful middle of the week, and that, yeah, you're staying warm if it's really cold. It's no longer very cold in Massachusetts. It was very, very cold last week. The dishwasher drain freezes when it gets really cold. it's been a long, a long year so far. All right, everyone. Thank you. I'm Rebecca from ChemKnits. Subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.